This is the theologian. In this video, we will critically evaluate why Vice President Bawumia may not be the best choice for Ghana's next president. First, Mahamudu Bawumia as the head of the economic management team uses the most corrupt procurement tool ever known in government procurement practice called sole sourcing. Sole sourcing allows the politicians and their families to enrich themselves while cultivating deep state corruption. Sole sourcing is when the authorities decide who to give government contracts to. In contrast, open tender allow a level playing field for qualified contractors to compete for the best to be awarded based on indicators such as their track records, pricing and efficiency. It provides value for money. Sole sourcing, however, allowed the perpetuation of the contract for sale policy, where road contracts are given to people with connections who could buy instead of efficient contractors. There have been many ghastly road accidents due to this policy. Thus the vice president and the president must be held accountable for the death of the people who died through road accidents due to poor roads. The second reason is that Bawumia and the then finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, were the masterminds behind the destruction of indigenous businesses. Instead of creating jobs, they destroyed beneficial businesses. They used a whopping 21 billion Ghana cedis for the dissolution of banks during what they called the banking sector cleanup exercise, which brought no profit but collapsed Ghana's economy. During this period, thousands of gainfully employed people lost their jobs and tasted the bile of unemployment for the first time as they lost their lucrative jobs. The third point is that Bawumia, who is spearheading digitization drive, introduced the need to register SIM cards. This was to stop the mobile money scam in Ghana. However, though many people lost their SIM cards, the scam is even advancing, with many more people becoming victims. At first, the fraudsters used the ignorance of their victims to dupe them. Now receiving calls from strangers alone can make one a victim. Many people are licking their sores for clicking on links and the money goes without a trace. However, millions of dollars have been synced into the project. Most of the financial dealings have been kept in the dark. The fourth reason why Bawumia cannot be the next president is comparing investors to pay bribes, called appearance money, before being allowed to invest in Ghana. Mr. Charles Adu Boahen, the front person, was sacrificed and his blood used to give a facelift to the vice president. However, many investors in Ghana know that this protocol is a norm in Ghana. In the current NPP administration, the vice president has been the one who takes the appearance fee due to him being the president's choice of a candidate to succeed the president. However, it is one of the turn-offs for serious investors. This practice ensures that serious investors do not invest in Ghana. Thus only a category of investors do business in Ghana to the detriment of the economy. Patriotic politicians cannot do this to the citizens. Only selfish and corrupt politicians sell the birthright of the youth for the meager $200,000. The fifth reason is that Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia does not have any leadership skills or quality. What he possesses is the huge funding from Islamic countries seeking Islamic takeover and the funds generated by dubious means. The second is he being a Muslim, and being a vice of Nana Addo, who is presiding over one of the most corrupt administrations in Ghana's history. Worst of all, Bawumia chooses one of the most lousy corrupt politicians as his vice presidential candidate. Napo is one of the most barbaric politicians in Ghana. He is a wealthy politician who deprives the poor of their food. Despite all the opportunities at his disposal, Napo took the scholarship meant for the poor to improve their lives. He used it as opportunity to go for a holiday abroad, not even to study. What a terrible leader! Study abroad opportunities have transformed many families over the years. But Napo and other ministers have been robbing the citizens just to have fun with this opportunity. With these crop of people scrambling for power, let's pray for Ghana. We lack patriotic leaders. Hey, could you kindly encourage me by liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing? Thank you.